long as you know that I can have any man I want you, baby, that's actual and factual, but still I choose you to be with me and what's on me, so you better not break it up. Oh. That has nothing to do with today's show. It's your girl, Misschampagneb, and I'm back with another episode of Diary of a Mad Black Bartender, where I'm black, check, and I'm mad. But not mad as in angry, mad as in crazy. Just go with it, you guys. I'm sorry. If this is your first time visiting me, hello, welcome. Subscribe to my channel, please. Did that come on too soon? I'm sorry. I'll wait. Please subscribe to my channel. If you like what you see, share it, tell a friend about it, and if you don't like what you see, comment. I'm always about trying to be better, so help me help you, all right? You want to bitch and moan about things? I'm here to receive it so I can be better. Unless you're just an asshole, then, you know, kick rocks. Today, you guys, we've been talking about vodka cocktails. We're still sticking on our vodka cocktail kick, especially until my Tito's run out. So, you know, that could be like a week, a month,
a year.
It's just whenever. It could happen. We're going to cover 3 cocktails today that you can make in your house alone, or you can order from a bar. We're focusing on classic cocktails because we're trying to become better bartenders, right? Being a better bartender really starts with learning the classic cocktails. Now, there's many reasons why other people might learn the classic cocktails, but let me tell you why I think it's important to learn the classic cocktails. 1, understand the history of bartending. You see a lot of people who create cocktails and they're high in sugar content and they're just like sweet. And sweet is good, sweet is fun, sweet is fun. But there's always different type of varieties, especially when we shouldn't be drinking sugar, like a lot of sugar.
Like a lot of sugar.
It's okay to change up your palate and sometimes maybe have something super sweet or less than sweet, or something that's more earthly, or something that's, you know, more just straight to the point. Some of you guys are just like, I want to taste my liquor, but I want to have a cocktail, but I don't want it to be super sugary. And some of you are the complete opposite. So, but it's very important to know the different types, because how can you create a good cocktail when you don't know what goes together with things? When you learn the classic cocktails, you'll learn, okay, well, historically, this is what's paired with this. Now, mind you, bartending is about thinking outside the box. But let's say you work in a bar or a restaurant and someone comes up to you and asks you how to make a Cape Cod. Do you know how to make a Cape Cod or a Cape Codder? I do. And in fact, I have a video that you can go and watch right now. It's important to know because some people are really stuck to the old-fashioned classics. Or you might got someone who's brand new and you're like, fuck, they want me to give you something like off the dome, but what goes together? Like, what tastes good together? Of course, anything can go with anything, but not everything should go with everything. Some things taste kind of gross, and some things you can kind of fuck with. Just saying with that. So, you guys, our first drink of the day that we're going to try is Cosmopolitan. The Cosmopolitan, of course, you've seen in many places. It's normally associated with like the sophisticated single woman who's out in the city or out in the prowl, kind of like Sex in the City types of, you know, chicks like yourself. Cosmos are kind of remind me of like a martini, but cuter, prettier. You know, they're not as what's the word I want to use? They're not as yucky as a martini is to some. And martinis aren't yucky, just martinis are straight to the point, pure liquor. Whereas a Cosmo has a little bit of sweetness to it so that you're not drinking a whole bunch of calories, but it still has a little color and it's trendy. Now, supposedly a bartender came up with this in his bar. He did like a little spin on something called a Kamikaze, threw a little cranberry on it and said, boom, look at this. Isn't this so delicious? And one of his patrons has said, How cosmopolitan. Now, I'm not familiar with how that word is used or why that word is used in that way. Like, I don't know why someone would say that. I've never used that in my vocabulary, but I mean, I'm sure back in the day, if they heard what we say today, like the word bruh. Is that, what is that? Is that a type of beverage? Other sources will say that the Cosmo was noted a while before that, and it was put in a circulating bartending book at the time. So the history is a little bit unknown, but we do know one thing. The shit's delicious. All right, first things first, we're gonna get our shaker because this drink is shaking, baby. Cobble shaker, look at this. It's a baby cobble shaker. This is not a lot of people's favorite shakers, but unfortunately, you guys, I've been working so much that I don't have time to do these like I want to. If you would like to help me get out of having to work for the man, go ahead and support the channel down there so we can get more timely things out to you, so we can be prepared a little bit more in advance. But until that day, I gotta kind of just grab what's available. So right here we have our cobble shaker. Cobble shakers are great if this is your first time, if you're not really a bartender, if you just like to do a little home entertaining here and there, if you've got little hands, whatever may be the case. These are great because you could just put the lid on top, boop, and just shake, shake, shake. So first thing I like to do is, let's grab some ice. Boop, 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 boop. All right, we got some ice. Next thing, we're going to do 2 ounces of vodka. Now, depending on who you are, you may want to do Absolute Citron, but that was per Liquid Intelligence book. But we're going to do Tito's because that's what the fuck I got. 2 ounces of vodka. One ounce of Cointreau or triple sec. Let's talk about Cointreau. So Cointreau is a premium crystal clear spirit. It has bitter orange peels and traditional distillation techniques to create Cointreau. Cointreau is it's a liqueur, and we talked about liqueurs last week. It uses in the place of triple sec. So if you have triple sec, that's cool. Triple sec is like a cheaper type of liqueur that you can use for a Cosmo. It's cool. But if you want to be fancy as fuck, because that's what we're doing, Cointreau will be the way to go. Also, cheat note, the recipe on the back for Cosmo is on the back of a Cointreau bottle. So you're welcome. And I don't think it's pronounced Cointreau. I think I'm pronouncing wrong. I think it's I'm going to figure out how to say this. I've been saying Cointreau forever, but it's not pronounced that way. You guys, I'm so sorry. This is how you really pronounce it.
Cointreau.
There you go. I love her. She's amazing. Who is that lady? 1 ounce. Just one, because, we're not trying to get, fucked up. Or are we? No, we're not. I gotta go to work shortly. 3/4 ounce of lime juice. Now, some people, if you're like, I don't have time to juice limes all day, Champagne. I don't have time to hand juice limes. I'm just a home bartender. I'm trying to make something. Just give me some shit. All right, well, here's the type of lime juice you can use. It's called Nelly and Joe's famous Key West lime juice from concentrate. This is super tart. I don't know if this is my favorite, but, if you like a tart lime, this might be your shit. But lime juice can be tart, but this I feel like it almost borderlines bitter. If you have fresh lime juice and it goes past day 3 or 4, it becomes real bitter. And this is just for color. I promise you, for color. Some of you guys are just I want to taste. A lot of my people are I want to taste the liquor. This is one of those, oh, you don't taste this liquor drink. All right. Now, people, we'll do what we do best. We're going to shake this bitch. All right. So after you shake, then we're going to pour. Ooh, look at that some bitch. Don't that look cute? Lord, that looks fancy as hell. So now here comes the fun part, garnish. And this time, you guys, I've got it. I've got the juice, the garnish juice. Now for a Cosmo, you normally would do an orange twist. A lot of people will recommend doing an orange twist. Okay, I kind of half-ass got ghetto garnishes. I don't have any oranges, but what I do have is lemon twist, yes. And I actually put a lemon twist on my Cosmo. I think because that's just how I was taught. I didn't realize you're supposed to use an orange twist. My bizzle. So we're gonna go ahead and just drop that down there. And there you go. You got yourself a Cosmo, baby. Cosmopolitan. Your Cosmo should be in a coupe glass. I did change out a little bit. My coupe glass looks a little different. It's like a super fancy ass coupe glass that I bought from Bed Bath & Beyond, but I really like it. And but it's just so big. Like, that's a lot of liquor for someone to drink. Like, if you're drinking that full to the brim, that means you don't give a fuck about what's happening for the rest of the night. Number 2. We touched this a little bit when we were talking about the history of a Cosmo, but now we're going to talk about where it may have originated from, which was the Kamikaze. Woo! Now, Kamikaze is a Japanese term. It means divine wind. They say this originated during the 1930s. I want to say during the war. Like, was it World War I? Is that the one with the Japanese? Look, all right, no one just asked me this question, and I just don't talk about this in regular day conversation, okay? My bizzle, all right? Developed on an army base, and it's supposed to be like a shot. It's not really a drink. Some people make it into a drink, but it's supposed to be a shot where you're just taking it, boom, throw it to the head. It really wasn't supposed to be anything all that fancy. It was just straight to the point. Here's some liquor, take it to the head. So we're going to do that today. So let's talk about the stuff you need to make your Kamikaze. You need Tito's, lime juice, and an orange liqueur, kind of like Cointreau. Now remember, this is supposed to be a quick and easy shot. If you're at a bar and you're like, hey, I want something quick. I don't want anything all frou-frou, but I want to sound like I know my shit. Order the Kamikaze. Kamikazes are, like I said, traditionally in a shot. We got a shot glass here. Bing, bang, boom. So, and traditionally, I saw that it's made, it requires or requested equal parts of the mixtures, but I also saw that, there are some differences in the amounts that you use. So I'm going to try this recipe, but if you see people say it's supposed to be equal parts, just go with it, okay? Just go with it. Let's get our Cabo shaker. First things first, baby. Ice, ice, baby. If the rhythm feels good to you, baby, let me hear you say. If the rhythm feels good to you, baby, let me take you ice, ice, baby. Oh, wait, that's not it. 2 ounces of vodka. 3/4 of lime juice. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. It's lime juice. 3/4 of Cointreau. And now we shake. So with our Kamikaze, we're gonna put it in the shot glass, which is fun. And we're gonna double strain it because we wanna get all the little ice particles out of our Kamikaze because we want this bitch to be smooth. Double strain, double strain. And I am going to garnish this Kamikaze with the lime. And there you have it. You have a Kamikaze. Let's take a little sip. Not too much because, again, I gotta go to work soon. Ooh, Lord, yes. I'm so glad it's a cheat day today. I'm getting all this little baby liquor. Woo! Finally, not least, but it is last, we're going to do a quick touch on the Vodka Martini. I saved this for last because I could talk about martinis all day long, just because they have such a complex nature. There's so many riffs off of the original martini. I mean, it's just so much. So I'm going to do a video where we just focus only on martinis, because there's so much that the martini gang can offer. Just so much. So just a little bit of a history. Martinis were originally made with gin. Along the way, someone was like, let's try a little vodka. So if you're ever in a bar or a restaurant and you're serving a martini, if you're a really good bartender, you'll make a really good vodka martini. But if you're like a bomb-ass bartender, you'll ask vodka or gin, which will blow their motherfucking minds, because they probably don't even realize that a martini used to be gin. They don't realize it. So also with my martinis and with martinis across the board, we're not going to shake it. James Bond, he initially started doing like a vodka martini that's require you to shake it. When he goes and he says, martini, shaken, not stirred. And everybody's like, oh shit, James Bond, JB got the juice. He wants this martini shaken. And everybody starts shaking martinis. But as we start building a martini, we'll talk about why you shouldn't shake a martini and why I don't shake my martini. So today we're going to use my favorite homeboy, the mixing glass. Mixing glasses are great because not all cocktails are shaked. Or not all cocktails are shaken. Some cocktails are stirred. So for instance, like a Manhattan, you don't shake a Manhattan, you stir it. An old fashioned, all kinds of things. So the first thing, I'm going to start with a big old cube. These are my favorite type of ice. These are cubed ice. As we learn more and more about bartending, get to the heart of it, we'll talk about good ice, clean ice, and what's the differences and why, that's important. But for now, we're going to start out with the block of ice, cubed ice. If you want to know how to make your ice cubed, at least a big block like that, check down the link below. You can go check out the link. And purchase your own mold so that you can make your big old chunk of ice. They're great. They don't melt as quickly. They melt a little bit slower, so you have time to kind of enjoy your cocktail. I do get a little kickback off of if you buy anything from my links below, but you guys, come on, man, we're cool. Like, I'm good for it. So we got our mixing glass. We have our ice. It's also important that you have your spoon. We talked about this. Look at our mixing spoon. Remember? Look at our spoon. Shit. Remember it? Spoon. Again, if you don't have a mixing spoon, check out the link below. I know you're like, I can use a spoon that I eat my mac and cheese with, but if you try and be ghetto, maybe, but we're trying to be some classy bitches in here, so no. Get you a mixing spoon. Be classy. So with the martini, right? The first thing we're going to do is we're going to use our vodka, which again is Tito's. Actually, Tito's, like, holla at a player. I should have a sponsorship with you guys. Like, holla at me, Tito's. So, the great thing about martinis is there's only two things in this bitch, okay? Vodka and vermouth, right? So, again, we're going to go ahead and do our 2 ounces of vodka. The vodka is cheaper in this instance than my vermouth, so we're going to start with that. 2 ounces of vodka. 1. Now this is the equivalent to when you're working in a hood bar and they're just like, I want to taste my liquor. Like, you are tasting liquor in here. And that's where we gotta push. Like, my people in hood bars, there's just so much more to life than just shots and mixers. Like, you could be great. You could be great. Next, some dry vermouth. So vermouth, like, what is it? What is vermouth? Like, what is it? Vermouth is a wine. It is a type of wine that has been, I think it's been distilled. Hold on. This is what vermouth is. Makes sense, right? So vermouth is a wine. It's like a type of wine. And you don't shake wine, do you? If you want some white wine or red wine, you don't shake it, do you? No, because it bruises the grape and changes the profiles of the flavor. Same thing with vermouth. Vermouth is viewed as a type of wine, so you don't want to bruise the fruit in it so that it changes the profile. Plus, allowing you to stir it versus mixing it allows the molecules to kind of just set upon each other so that it gives you the optimum flavor and optimum drunkenness. Come on, you guys. I'm trying to told you here. We're going to do 3/4 ounces of dry vermouth. And I'm going to stir. We're going to stir for about 30 revolutions. 30 to 35 revolutions. And while I'm doing that, we're going to talk. So, martinis, there's so many different type of martinis. You've got your espresso martinis, your perfect martinis, you got extra chai martinis, you got wet martinis, and all these have different ingredients in it. Martinis are just like, they're a movement, they're a mood. And initially, when you're done with martini, you should be putting it in a chilled martini glass. And your martini glass can be chilled a number of ways. One, it could be in the freezer already, come out nice and cool, boom, pour that in there. Or two, if you're like in a fast-paced environment, you can put the ice in the glass, and then you can either A, put water in the ice in the glass, or B, put soda water. Some people will say that soda water chills it a bit quickly than regular ice. I don't know, I need to do science on it. Don't know if I will, but I try both ways. So, you know, those are the ways for you to get your glass cold. Also, I don't know if that was 30 revolutions, you guys. I just kind of felt to see how cold it was. So now, I double strain my martinis because, again, I don't like a lot of ice chunks in my martinis. I do like it to be smooth. Some people like ice chunks in their drinks. It depends, if I got time. It depends on how the day is, but I want to at least not be too much of a dickhead for you guys. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful, baby. Beautiful, baby. And there's just so much about martinis. Like the history of it, they say that it may have come from the Martinez drink. But we'll explore that all in another video. You can do 2 things with your martini once it's finished, right? Because again, this is all it is. Like, you guys, y'all should be drinking martinis. If you like liquor, this is what you should be drinking. And it's the colder, the better. I wasn't a martini person until I made it cold, and I said, this shit's delicious. So you can either garnish it with the olive, or my favorite, you can garnish with lemon, and that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to take my lemon and I'm going to express the lemon oils inside the peel, if there are any, because this is like probably dry as fuck. Yeah, there it is. And then I'm going to fold it a little bit. And it's a little big, so I'm going to rip it up a little bit. We're going to fold it a little bit. And then I'm going to just slide it down in there. And there's your martini, folks. Isn't that, I love martinis. Like a good martini. Let's take a drink of this. Oh my goodness. If you just want the liquor taste, if you're trying to get drunk, martinis, that's all it is. It's just liquor. That's it. So you guys, congratulations. You made it through a whole video with me. Aren't you proud? You stuck through my craziness and my nuttiness, and here we are at the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching me. Again, my name is Misschampagneb. If you like what you see, comment, leave a like, let me know that you're here, and let me know what other drinks you want me to try next time. Also, subscribe, share, spread the gospel of Misschampagneb. Ooh, I don't want to say gospel and alcohol. That sounds a little cringe factory. Ugh. Let everybody know that we're here and we're doing our thing. We are doing our motherfucking thing. Hey, right? At least that's what I'm saying. You guys, please, please, please take care of yourself. Be safe and be sound. Don't forget to tell your friends and family that you love them. Have a great day. And nope. Even though it's cheat day, I could drink all those. I'm not.